So first off, let's do this. Slavery was not a choice, and we should never forget about slavery. And if we forget about slavery and try to push it to the backbone and burner, years and years from now, our children and offspring would be slaves themselves, because that's like the direction it's going. I'm actually glad that TMZ did what they did. And this just shows you how the media works and how the media can feed the citizens propaganda, and we fall for it because we're simple-minded people and we believe every fucking thing that we see on TV. And if more than one person says something, they mean it gotta be true. Now, they played that snippet from that Kanye interview about him saying that slavery was a choice. Come to find out, there's a much longer video of what Kanye said in its entirety about the point he was trying to get at. I honestly believe that he misspoke in a way when he was referring to slavery being a choice. But what Kanye was getting at, Kanye says the same thing that I say all the time. The only way we're going to affect change in this country, and for racism, and you know how people say racism would never end? You know what? You're absolutely right. It would never end if we keep thinking the way that we think. Anytime that you mention the word black or white, as soon as you do that, you automatically separate people. Where do you think the word black and white came from? Do you think we were born on this earth and people who believe in the Bible or whatever you believe in, they were calling each other black and white? No. To say black and white it creates separation, because whether you all want to believe it or not, there are people who are in charge of this earth that wants racism to continue to exist, so this world and this country can continue to exist the way that they want it, so they can stay in charge and govern. Whether you think you're not being governed or not, you are. So what Kanye West was saying, and I think Kanye West made a mistake, because what he did when he was saying that he loves Donald Trump and he was leading with love, in all actuality, that's what human beings are supposed to do. That's why we are here. We are selfish people from the way we've been brought up and taught in these days, and we don't love each other. You know, they put everybody in different boxes. So you put yourself in a box, you put this group, these people in this category, you put this person in that category. All it does is create separation. So Kanye went to the biggest, I guess, person that we know today that is out here preaching hate, racism, and everything else. And what he did was he was trying to talk to Donald Trump with love, to let Donald Trump listen, man, we all the same. We need to get here, to go there, to get things situated. But he aligned himself with someone who preaches hate. And a lot of people don't like Donald Trump. I don't like Donald Trump. So what Kanye did, he was trying to take on a monster and show everybody, listen, we don't have to be mean to each other. We don't have to try to tear one another down. If we can come to some kind of commonality with one another, we can make this world a better place. So he put on the hat, and what he was trying to say with the hat is, look, I'm wearing this hat. I'm Kanye West. I'm the same person that said George Bush didn't like black people. So with me wearing a hat and saying to make America great again, it takes a power away from what Donald Trump was saying. Now, what Kanye didn't realize was that him talking to Donald Trump or whatever, all Donald Trump did was use this to fuel his racism and more bullshit. So he knew, Donald Trump knew, just like TMZ knew, that if we just play this snippet, the Kanye message would totally get destroyed, because everybody's going to focus on him saying that slavery was a choice. This shit is easy. And the media does this all the time. They totally and purposely try to destroy Kanye West's message about being a free thinker. I myself is a free thinker. I'm a free thinker. So I agree with Kanye on a lot of things, and especially when it comes to black and white. First off, the civil rights movement would have never accomplish what it's accomplished unless it was quote unquote white people who also participated and wanted things to be equal for each other. There's no way in the world, I'm telling you this now, that black people in America talking about equality and want equality and think there's going to be a section in America where we can just go off to and live by ourselves and have all this joy or whatever. And only way that would happen if we would have to leave America together. All together. We have to leave America and go somewhere where there were nothing but quote unquote black people. The only way racism is going to die, or you want equality, we're going to have to get everybody on board for the same thing. And that's what Kanye was trying to get across. But TMZ chose, oh, if we just play this, I'm sure we're going to get a whole bunch of people coming to our page and getting views, and we can totally destroy Kanye in the media. And that's what they did. You can go to YouTube and find the full video of Kanye's interview and pay attention to what Kanye apologized to the guy from TMZ that thought that was offended by what Kanye said, and he apologized and told him, I was not trying to do that. But if you watch the first video, what I got from the video, I thought Kanye said that, and when dude went back at Kanye, I actually thought Kanye was leaving the building. No, that's not what he was doing. TMZ did this on purpose. This is how the media manipulates us and believe in a certain narrative to continue the bullshit. You should ask yourself, everything in the world evolves and we move forward and things become new. If you ask yourself, after 400 years plus years or whatever, why does racism still exist in this country? You should have, if you think about that. Racism only continues to exist in this country because we keep rebooting that shit every chance we get. And people are so stuck and programmed on black and white issues that all you have to do in the media is show something one way and say, well, these people over here are doing this, whether it's black or it's white. And it only can reach separation because all we think about is with black and white. Well, if it's black and white, so we don't have anything in common. And I can prove to this, I'm going to show you this. So in 2012, I was in the hospital. I had bilateral hip surgery. I also ended up having bone cancer. I needed 7 blood transfusions. 7. Guess what? Neither one of those bags were labeled by race or gender that they gave me blood from. So what is that telling you? 7 blood transfusions. Not one of those bags were labeled black, white, yellow, or any of that. Racism exists in this country and will continue to exist all over the world if we keep allowing ourselves to push the same dumbass narrative that's been going on forever. Kanye wants people to open up their minds and think differently from what we usually have been thinking and how we be thinking and how we do think at this point in time. If you have an open mind, if you allow yourself to think and stop believing, people think that we're free in this country. When you're born free, but what happens as soon as you were born? Your parents, society, everybody will start pushing these norms on you, telling you what should be, how you should act, your color of your skin, or whatever, all that shit. And it gets ingrained into your system, and that's what you believe. I found out the hard way after getting shot and getting a disability. And they put me in a box saying, okay, you're a person with a disability, so you can't do this, you can't do that. And guess what? I have totally, with support from my family, people I have met through going through rehab of all colors, and with determination, I have accomplished way more things than I probably would have accomplished if I was still up walking around and me getting shot would have never happened. Don't let the media make a fool out of you. They took Kanye's message and what he was trying to say, and most people already think Kanye kind of crazy anyways, and threw that shit out there, and motherfuckers jumped in the water like it was bait. It was like blood in the water, and we were a bunch of sharks, and we ate that shit up. TMZ is to blame for all of this bullshit. Think what you want to think, believe what you want to believe. If you're going to continue to sit on that fucking statement that Kanye made about, oh, racism was a choice, when he apologized profusely to the guy when he said and he found out he was offended. But TMZ didn't show that shit. And then the video don't come out till today. Come on, man. Stop letting the media make a fool out of us. Kanye, for you to even say that slavery was a choice was a bad look, brother. But the rest of your message, I totally understand. And salute to you for that.